What's up everyone, Mr. YouTube Gamer. Today we're playing Modern Warfare 3 in 2020. I can't believe this game is 9 years old. It came out in 2011. Back then, I was still in junior high school. It's just crazy how time flies. But here we are looking back at this game in 2020, see how the game plays today, if the gameplay still holds up, is it still fun, are people even online? Well, obviously people are online if I got this gameplay going. I got a nice game of TDM on Dome, which is probably the best map in the entire game, so I'm glad I got to play on Dome. If they're gonna keep remaking maps in the new Modern Warfare, I think Dome is definitely one of the maps that they should bring back because that map is just so amazing. I love it. But as far as the matchmaking goes, finding a game in 2020 Modern Warfare 3, it's a real pain in the ass. Like, I wanted to make this video a couple months ago, but I kept logging in every day trying to find a match, and I couldn't find one. I was just sitting in a lobby for 20 minutes straight. I actually posted a video on YouTube of me literally just sitting in a lobby for 20 minutes and not finding a match. And it's annoying because I wanted to come out with this video a lot sooner, because remember I did Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, all the Black Ops games, Call of Duty World War 2, Call of Duty World at War, Infinite Warfare. I did all the old Call of Duty games except for Modern Warfare 3. And that's because I just couldn't find a game. I finally found one. I was playing yesterday, which was Friday, and I figured, okay, let's pop in MW3 just to see what happens, and I didn't expect to find a game, but I actually got in. It took me like 6 or 7 minutes, but I was eventually put into a lobby, and it didn't lag that much either, which is pretty good considering that I spent so much time finding a match. You would think that the connection would be bad, but no, it was pretty smooth. So if you're trying to get into this game in 2020, maybe picking it up for the very first time or going back after many years of not playing, just keep in mind that the matchmaking is horrible. It's pretty bad in MW2 also, but it's even worse in this game for some reason. I think because people love Modern Warfare 2 a lot more than Modern Warfare 3, and people kind of abandon this game. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe the matchmaking is just broken and has nothing to do with the actual player count. I don't know, because I'm able to find a match of Ghosts and World at War, which only have 300, 400 players. I'm pretty sure there's more than 400 people playing. I don't know. The player count's broken. It says there's 100,000 people online, which you know is not true. As far as hacking and infections and all that shit, because that's been a really big problem with Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, you don't really see that in Modern Warfare 3. I've actually never seen theater mode hacks or infection hacks. That's not really a problem in this game, because remember, this is the only Infinity Ward game to actually have a theater mode, which is just weird that only Treyarch does theater mode. Like, theater mode should be a basic feature in every COD game, but whatever. Just know that if you do come back and play MW3, you do not have to worry about hackers. It's just not a problem in this game, at least from my experience. Now, as far as the actual gameplay goes, yeah, you can still have fun in this game. I guess you can think of it as a more balanced version of Modern Warfare 2, so if you hated how OP MW2 was with the danger close noob tubes, with one-man army and 20 feet commando knives, yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that in MW3. The only annoying thing that carried over from MW2 was the death streaks, which is, oh my god, I hate the death streaks. I'm glad this was the last Call of Duty game to feature death streaks. As far as the creative class system goes, I actually think it's pretty cool. You get 3 perks plus a proficiency in your weapon, which I think is awesome, and it's the first Call of Duty game to have level ups for your weapons. I also really like the point streak system, which is a great blend between kill streaks and score streaks. And of course, when MW3 came out, we didn't have score streaks yet, but point streaks are pretty cool. It's pretty much the same as kill streaks, except capturing objectives and getting assists, that actually counts towards your kill streak or point streak, whatever you want to call it. The only problem, of course, is that nobody plays the objective modes anymore, so if you're playing this game in 2020, you're probably not going to see too many benefits from that, really. I mean, it can't hurt because you still get counted for your kills, but you're not going to really notice it because the objective games are pretty much dead. Either way, I think that's a pretty nice touch, though, the whole point streak system. And also the 3 types of kill streaks you can have. You can have the regular assault kill streaks, is what you're used to in the traditional Call of Duty experience, but then you have support, which gives ammo packs, ballistic vests, and other things that you can use to help your team. And then you have specialists, which is just crazy. Every kill you get, every kill streak, you get a different perk, and it's just, you become so overpowered, it's really fun. I definitely had a lot of problems with this game back in the day. I actually consider it one of my least favorite Call of Duties overall, but I appreciate that it was really the first Call of Duty game to promote different types of gameplay. Not just the run and gun, kill as many people as you can, but it also supported objective gameplay, which was really cool. But it's like I said, if you only play TDM, you're not going to notice it as much because that's really all you can play in 2020. But still, looking back at this game, you can appreciate a lot of the things that they did to innovate the Call of Duty series, even though MW3 certainly had its fair share of problems. Remember, right in the middle of the development of MW3, most of Infinity Ward went on strike and quit the company and went to form Respawn Entertainment, so you had a lot of problems with the development of the game, so that's probably why the game wasn't as good as it could have been, considering it was the end of the iconic Modern Warfare trilogy, and the campaign's fantastic. If you haven't played the campaign before, you owe yourself to try it. But the multiplayer could have been a lot better. You can still have fun with it in 2020, but just coming off my own experience as someone who always goes back and plays the older Call of Duty games, like, this is the one I choose the last out of all of them. Because, I don't know, for some reason it felt like there was a lot missing from this game. It wasn't finished, it wasn't as well polished as I wanted it to be, so when I go back in this game, I'm just like, whatever, I kind of feel indifferent. I mean, I can have a lot of fun, but other times it's just like, meh. You know, I just have a lot more fun playing MW2 and even MWR. I know for a lot of people this was their first Call of Duty game, so they look at this game in a very positive way because it was their first time playing Call of Duty and it was their introduction to the series. And of course, our first game is always special to our hearts. MW2 was a broken mess, but it was my first Call of Duty game, so I always look back at that game in a positive light. But if I played that game today for the first time, I probably wouldn't like it as much as I actually did when I played it 10 plus years ago. So just keep that in mind. If you're playing these older Call of Duty games for the first time, you didn't play them back in its prime, yeah, they have a lot of problems because they're old Call of Duty games. And you just have to prepare yourself for that. But overall, MW3 is still alive, but it's kind of on life support. The matchmaking is pretty bad, but once you find a game, the connection is actually pretty solid, and you can have a lot of fun.